Hi, this is Casey from Mexico Public Schools District, and I am going to be sharing with you an awesome tool for gathering student information, also for allowing students to show what they know. And this tool is called Lino. And what Lino does is it kind of provides an online organizational tool, a sticky note process for students. It is very similar to the Padlet tool. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Lino website, and you are either going to create an account or you are going to log in. So it is a free account. And something that I have to say about Lino is students can still participate with this without having their own account. So that makes it kind of nice. So since I already have an account, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log in. Whoop. Looks like I typed it in incorrectly. Oh, there we go. I have so many, I forget. Alrighty. And so what you're going to see is it brings me to my dashboard page. Okay. These are all of the Linos that I have created recently. These are some Linos that I have updated. These are some public Linos. And I can always go in and I can search for some other ones, okay? What I'm going to do today, and one thing that you can do is you can create groups. So that makes it real easy to be able to go, when you create a Lino, you can assign it to a certain group. So that makes it easier to organize. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to my canvases, and what it'll do is it will show me kind of like a list of of the different canvases that I have created. If you notice, I have given people editing privileges for this, so they can simply copy it and then they can edit it to make it work for themselves. One thing that I have done, this one is a private one. This was one that I was just kind of playing with, but here you can see that there are some that I'm allowing collaboration. So that's going to be important when you're setting up your Lino canvases. And I have also kind of asked for it to notify me when a new person adds a new sticky note or a canvas, and then to be able to show these within a doc. So those are some different preferences. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to create a new canvas to kind of show you what that looks like. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to name it 21st Century Learning. You can name it whatever you want. Now, what it does do is it allows you, and remember this is the free version, this is a free tool, it allows you some different Lino backgrounds. So here are some Lino backgrounds. I have some solid colors, or I can upload an image, okay? So let's say that I'm going to upload an image to kind of make it work a little bit more for me. Then I'm going to choose a file, if that's what I want to do. And I'm going to come to my images, or let's just pick this one. And I'm going to say open. And then you can see here is my image there. And then I come down and I create the canvas, okay? But here are some of those settings that we talked about a little bit earlier. If I want this to be for my own private use, I would click there. If I want everyone to see all of my stickies, I can click there. Here, if I want other people can see the stickies and they may post new stickies, I would put it there. So these are some different ways that you can set up your initial canvas. And you can always go back and change it by going to your canvases, and it will pull up, and then you can change your settings. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to leave as is, and I'm going to create my canvas. And as you can see, that image became my background. Once again, you could have chosen to just use one of the backgrounds that they already had, okay? Now let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of, now here are my different, if you remember in my previous, on the previous page, I said that I wanted to see all of mine down at the home page. You don't have to do that, and if you decide to stop, then you can simply just click off. What I also have is I have like a little camera, and this is kind of like an aerial view of my page. You can see where this highlighted square is. That's showing me where I'm actually working at on my page. As I scroll down, you can see my highlighted little white box changes, okay? And what Lino does is notice that I picked a particular image. So what it's going to do is it's going to tile the image. It's going to keep repeating it over and over, until the page is completed. Well, let's go back. Oh, let's try there. Let me go 21st Century Learning 1. All right, and then we're going to create the canvas, just changing it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to actually look at all of the different things that you can post on your Lino canvas, okay? So here you can see you have different colors for options for Post-it notes. Very good if you want to organize the type of information that's being posted. So let's go ahead and click one, and let's bring it over. I just double-clicked. Here you can give it a title, what it means. Here you can actually type text, 21st Century Learning is, and I can go ahead and add what I want to add. I can choose to change my font. I can choose the color of my font. I can give it an icon. If it's a particular assignment that you're posting onto the page, you can give it a due date by simply clicking on the calendar and saying that whatever you've done, it's due here. You can make it private. You can send this sticky note to certain students or certain groups right here, and then I can say post. So here you see I have my first sticky note. I can add attachments. This is an edit, so say that I decide that I want to add more. Then I just click the edit, and I can go ahead and I can make the changes. This is assigning a due date. This is sending the sticky note to someone else. This is copying it to another canvas. This is where this becomes very handy, because then I can open it up and I can copy it, and I can choose which canvas I want to choose it. I want to select or copy it to, and this will delete it. I can actually make it bigger, and by deleting it, it's called peeling it off. So you're peeling the sticky note off of the canvas, okay? And another option that it will allow me to do is, let's see if I can do this here, is if you toggle on the top right-hand corner, you can actually rotate, okay? So those are different ways that you can use your different sticky notes. And say that you post the sticky note and then you decide, oh, I really should have made this pink, then you can change it to pink. And here it even gives you other variances other than those four, okay? Now something else that you can do is you can actually attach pictures. So if you're taking images, if the kiddos are finding images on the internet, maybe doing some other work with images within the classroom, I can actually come and click on the image. I can choose, I can drag in an image. So if I find it on the internet, I'm going to have to save it to my computer. And let's go in and find an image. And let's say I am going to use this one here. Then I can open it. I can decide what size I want to give it. I can choose whether I give it just a normal, whether I give it a shadow, whether I frame it, and then I can post. And here is my image, okay? And once again, I can move it. The second thing I can do is I can add an actual video. Now, what's real important with this component is if you go to YouTube, you have two different places to get the link for the actual YouTube video. So say that I am going to do 3 hours of relaxing music, okay? So, oh, that's so relaxing. Anyway, two places you can go to. You can come down to share, and this will give you a shortened Google or shortened YouTube address. But what it's wanting is it's wanting the address that's going to be up here. Okay, so you are going to copy and paste that, and it'll show you right here exactly what the address needs to look like in order to work within Lino. And so I'm just going to paste it here, and I'm going to say post. And so what's going to happen is now my video is actually going to be another post on my sticky note, on my canvas. If I decide I don't want it, I can peel it off. If I want to insert this to another one of my canvases down at the bottom, then I can do that. Or if I want to share this particular link with just a couple of people, I can do that also. You also have an option to choose something that is a file as an attachment. And so let me come here to my downloads and see if there's something that I want to attach to. Here we go. Here's a PLC proposal. I can actually say, I can actually give it a title so I know exactly what it is that I'm looking at. Once again, I can actually change the font. I can change the color of my words. As you can see, here we go. I can move it around. Okay. And another thing I can do is I can just add text, and that's going to be kind of like this blank one. So I'm going to say, this is so beneficial. Okay, let me go ahead and change my font to this bright green, and then I will say post. And as you can see, it's kind of like a sticky note that's kind of, there you go. So you can see that what I've done is it's just the words. It's no longer, it's not on a sticky note. It's just the words. So this would be really good if you were planning to do a title or something like that. So this is pretty much the basics on how to use Lino. Very powerful. You can share the link with your class through Google Classroom or another format, and then the kids can add right to it. Gives you a little bit more options than Padlet does. They're both powerful tools that can be used in a variety of ways, which makes it such a powerful tool and such a great learning resource for your classroom. I hope you enjoyed this.